Art is an easy language for me. It's embedded in my DNA. Being surrounded by such a diverse community and all these different cultures is when I kind of leaned into mine to understand what I brought to the table as being a Mexican American. I'm Lizbeth Ortiz. I'm a local artist, curator, and the founder of the Frida Festival in Houston, Texas. My style of art is a reflection of my culture and who I am. I lean heavily into the archetypes of my upbringing, which was Catholic in Mexico, but I also lean into a lot of the indigenous aspects. I was actually born in a house between two cemeteries in Mexico City. Seeing it full of colors and papel picado and people running through it and kids playing and laughing and musicians was something normal to me. It was a different way to look at life and understand different rituals. My parents decided to move to Houston. My grandfather had been a bracero since the early 40s, so it goes back to that generation. Being the oldest of three, I've had a strong spirit to do and go get what I want. I was very, very independent, so I was the one that filled out my application for high school. I went to HSPVA. When I got accepted into Pratt in New York, I just told him, I need a ride to the airport. I'm gonna go live in New York now. I'm sure they were scared and thought I was crazy, but I was gonna go anyways, and they were supportive. I think I got discouraged by what society really wants or what they thought would be a viable career. And so I stopped painting for a long time. I took on a couple of jobs that were office jobs, nothing creative. That I realized, no, I'm really an artist and I really love creating things and I don't care what is expected from me, from society. I don't want to conform to that. I woke up early that morning of 9/11 to my roommate knocking on my door to let me know that, what was going on. It was art that kind of helped me work through that phase, and it took a long time, obviously. I mean, for all of us, we were still processing. So it was 2004, and I came down to Texas to visit my parents. Next thing I know, I'm renting a little space in a warehouse outside of the warehouse district here. The heart is the one predominant factor that really plays out through a lot of my work because it's so universal. Another theme in my work is Day of the Dead, and I do enjoy the thought that we're just passing through. It's just a stage, and there's always a next step. The ritual of Day of the Dead is kind of going through that next step of our existence in the universe. 2008, the Latin Grammys were in Houston. There was a call for artists, and I won. They chose it to represent Houston that year, so it was on the cover of the program book, and now it's in the Latin Grammy Museum in LA. Houston is a really welcoming community and a community that embraces everybody, and I was able to grow not only as a person but as an artist along with the community. I met some amazing friends and artists that together we started the Frida Festival, an art show that invited artists from all walks of life, whether they were students, emerging artists, or professional artists, to join in with their representation of what Frida has inspired them to do.
And this is all what Mecca's about in the Frida Festival, is giving back to our community and investing in our youth.
Frida is the muse that allows me to be me. Being able to express yourself and find a safe space is not something that everyone has available to them. And I just want to be able to do my part to offer that to as many artists as possible. It is a work in progress, like life is, right? There's no time really to kind of sit on your laurels and say, okay, I'm done. It's work, work, work. We have everything, all the ingredients. So we're just getting ready for the placement. Being able to have that freedom to express yourself, that's when I feel successful.